Hello, friends. You're welcome to the Wise Builders and My Godly Spouse online weekly platform. My name is Reverend Dolapo Agoradeni. I'm a pastor, I'm a lawyer, and I'm a relationship coach. Is there anything bothering you? Life comes with some challenges sometimes. If you want to rub minds or you want confidential advice, are you single? Do you want to marry? Do you want me to vet your relationship for you? Don't fall a victim. You know, where children of God are, the children of the other side are as well. So, if you know you want to do things right, or you've made a mistake and you want counseling, sometimes quitting is not the best way forward. You need to fight it out in a very godly way. You need a godly counsel. So speak to me after the show. My numbers are on the platform and how you contact me. Thank you very much. Looking forward to see you. Sit back. Enjoy this show. It comes weekly on Wednesdays, and I trust you will not regret your time. God bless you all. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Good evening, and you're welcome to the Wise Builders, a weekly online platform. One more time, I'm happy to see you all. My name is Reverend Dolly. Thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you, friends. I'm so excited this evening. If you are joining us, please, let's see you there. Bless you. I can see some people. I can see you. Thank you. Bless you all. Bless you all. Bless you all. Bless you. This is the Wise Builders. It's a weekly online platform. We have a live scenario that we're going to do, and for those of you that have been following me, thank you. I've got people on Instagram as well. We're doing I'm running the show quite slightly with a change. So half of it is going to be for my the Wise Builders, and then in the next 30 minutes we switch over to the My Godly Spouse so that we can attend to our singles as well. I think we just have to balance things a little bit. So I'm excited. I'm happy for you joining us. Thank you, everyone. Just like the normal thing, nothing has changed much than the fact that please drop your comments. Hello, Tandy. Good to see you. Good evening to you as well. So what we'll just do is I'll read the scenario for tonight. We have a live scenario, and I need your advice for this family. For those of us that are married, even those of us that are not married, but we all have wise counsel. So please, tonight, there's this married couple that needs our advice. So the live scenario is she wants a joint investment, and he doesn't want a joint investment. They are married, but one of them wants a joint investment, the other doesn't. They recently took a loan and money from joint savings. So they've been jointly saving towards a purpose. But one of the issues is they do not know what they are saving towards. Can you hear me? Looks like somebody said I couldn't. Can you hear me? My microphone is not muted, so I guess everyone should be hearing me. Hello on Instagram. Hello, Rufi Joe. Bless you. Okay, right. So can anyone thumbs up, please, if you're on Facebook and you can hear me. I just want to be sure everything is okay with my soundtrack. Can you hear me? Anyway, I fire on. I can't see anyone thumbs up. Please just say aye, or we can hear you. Write a comment for me on Facebook that you can hear me. Can you hear me loud and clear? I'm waiting for response. Everyone on Facebook, can you hear me? I'm not sure if my soundtrack is okay. Yes, you can. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tanti. Thank you so much. Right. It was somebody that typed I couldn't. Good evening. She just said I couldn't. So I wanted to be sure that I couldn't hear you is not what she's trying to say. So this family, the woman wants a joint investment and the guy does not want an investment. They recently took a loan and money from joint savings. So he wants to build a house back home where they come from, while she wants to invest abroad where they live. Can you imagine? And then there's so much friction in the house. And for me, I don't even know who is right here or who is wrong. So what we are trying to say tonight is Who is the selfish one? Good evening, Oluwatowo, my darling friend. Bless you. So who do we think is the selfish one? So that's it. She wants a joint investment and the man doesn't want it. Usually, do you know, it's so funny? Usually it's the men. Thanks, Rufi Joe. You can hear me loud and clear. Thank you. Usually, do you know what? It's the men that want joint investment, not the woman. But this time around, it's the woman that wanted the joint investment, and they're having joint investment. So the man doesn't. He just wanted to do his own thing. So that puts into question his motive, in all fairness. So both of them took a loan, individually. They had a plan. They had a working plan, which is a good thing. But it's just that they kind of disagree when it comes to, I think they're not united in a way, so they took a loan and some money that they've been saving before. So he wants to build a house back home. So what they are saving for, they do not know. The man wants to build, so the man literally was saving money to go and build a project back home, while she wanted to just do an investment in UK here. So, and she's been saving her money that she wanted to buy a house here. Obviously, let me just put it straight. They are both renting, So, and that's the situation. Both of them are renting here, and the woman is thinking, bless you, Mommy Grace. Thank you, Mommy Grace Alexander. Good to see you, ma. Thank you, my brother. Oh, we missed you. Bless you, sir. Bless you, everyone. Come on, but so let's go on straight to it. So that's the issue we have now. So there's so much friction in the home. Who do you think is the selfish one now? Whose vision? Because as far as I'm concerned, a family is a unit. And I believe there's something called the family money. You see, this always causes problem in marriages. And the moment there's division in decision or purpose, there's division in the home. I know some of us, we don't want to say, oh, we are lying devil. There's a crack, whether we like it or not. Whether you want to call it devil that's rearing his head, or there's confusion in the home already when there's a divide, when there's no unity, So what do we do? What do we do, and how do we go ahead or go on from here? So that is the topic we have for tonight. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Pastor Dixon. Thank you, sir. Thank you, bless you, sir. So what do we think is the way for? Drop your comment. You know the way we roll on this platform. So what do you think? What are your views? Please type it and I'm going to read it out. And my number is on the screen. If anybody wants to call in, I've got my number besides me. For UK, it's plus 447791914997. You can ring on WhatsApp. I'll pick it up, and I'll people will hear you as well. We used to do that before. It was taking too much of time, so I took out the calling session. But one or two people have said to me sometimes they want to call in. You don't need to say your name. You just say, hello, Pastor. You can, if you are Soji, you can say you are Fumi. It doesn't matter. Here it's not about who is calling. It's about your voice, So what advice do you have for this family? Please stay tuned. Invite friends and family. So please, the number is on the screen, 077-919-14997. Give us a shout. We need an advice for this family. So she wanted a joint investment. That's the one. And it doesn't. So there's division. Both of them took out a loan. Do you understand? And they've got money. So they've got a chunk of amount of money, a huge sum of money to play with at the moment now. If care is not taken, this money will be divided. You see, one of the issues I have with this kind of situation is it sounds easy for us. And that's why most of us families were stuck, especially African families. One wants to go back to build at home. The other wants to stay here and build. Vice versa. Some wants to do some investment. The other one is not interested in investment. I've seen that happen before in my marriage, that we both decided to do this business. As a matter of fact, it was a nice venture, when you buy trucks and you take it home and you do things, and we did it. We plunged all we had into it. Both of us, we had huge saving and everything. We plunged everything we had into that business, and we took it, and it grounded us. Because he entered the marriage, wrong advice, wrong counsel, wrong clearing officer and everything. And for me, once beaten, I'm forever shy. I'm not twice shy. Once I fall in one place, to be honest with you, sometimes it's difficult for me. I just run. Okay, Ama Shamaiko, you said you think there's misunderstanding somewhere between both of them. Oh, There he is, obviously. There he is. We agreed to that. Thank you very much, ma. Thank you, Mommy Hammer. There is, obviously. Please drop your comment. I'll flash it so that people can read it, and then I'll read it out as well. Obviously, there's disagreement between these two people. So, like I said, so that usually sometimes it doesn't make us make headway, because one is saying I'm going forward, the other one is saying I'm going backward. So there's money, and if care is not taken, that money will be expended in ventures that, it's just like, for example, let me give you an example. You want to build a house. I'm reading this comment. I think there should be unity of purpose since they are renting here. I think they should buy a property here. Thank you, Oluwatowo Ademola. That's, for you and I, that's what we think. But some people, I don't want to say it's not reasonable, because he has his sentiments. People do have their sentiment. If you want to hear my candid advice, what I would say, since you're living here and your children are here, you should buy here. But the man is insisting he wants to go and build at home. Okay, now I'm reading another comment. Mommy Akintola Bimpe Akintola, thank you, ma. If they cannot agree, I think they can divide the money for each of them to do what's satisfying for each of them. Thank you very much, ma. As good as that comment is, as good as that opinion is as well, that is one of the loopholes that we have in marriages. Let's assume, for example, that they have 50,000 pounds in between them. I don't know how much they had, and I didn't bother to ask them, because sometimes those things are not our business. The most important thing is to guide them right. So let's assume they have 50,000 pounds to deposit and get a proper house. We know what it is now. It's so difficult in UK. One person is doing it, you're struggling. So two of you is good. And then if you divide that into 25, you'll find out that the man will take his 25 abroad. He will build his house completely. It will be okay. The woman might not be able to buy something with that 25,000. And at the end of the day, it might be an issue. I'm not saying they have up to 25,000 or 50,000. I don't know how much this is all about, but I need to take in a loan. So as good as that is, if it's a huge amount of money, like they sold the house and they made 100,000 or they made 200,000, yeah, maybe they can divide it into two. So you're free to call in if anybody wants to call in. +44 77919149997. We're live on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook at the same time. So please call in. The phone is just by my side, and I'll pick it. So that's the situation we have. Thank you. So does anybody wants to comment as well? You see, this is one of the major issues that we have in our families now, especially African families or Christian families, because of lack of purpose, lack of clarity. We don't have content. We don't have what we're working with. We just wake up and both of them decide to, as at the time they are saving, they knew, but everyone had their agenda. I think for marriages, we need to put it on the table. We disagree to agree. Even if he's not going to agree, we know that our men, most of the times, they want to have the final say. They are the head of the home. But it doesn't have to be so. Sometimes some men do not make good decisions, in all fairness, and we've seen that in the Bible. The case of Nabal and Abigail, we've seen that so much. I'll just put my phone here so that when it vibrates, because I don't want to put it on loud so that it doesn't distract us. So that okay, I thought there was another comment. So do you understand? So one of the reasons that we have that problem is when one person is making the decision and that decision is not very, very good. Once that decision is is faulty, you see, this decision can mess their future, can mess their children. It's a generational decision, because they need to build something for themselves and for their children. So if one takes half of it now and goes and build at home, what is the purpose of? That's why I said agendas differ. What agenda does this man have? Because like Ken Oluwatowo said, sorry, sometimes you call people by the name you are used to, like Oluwatowo said, this is where both of them live. This is where their children are. So this is their home. Their priority is here. I said to people, I'll build a house here before I'll go and build a house in Nigeria. But some of us have the sentiment that they said Ilela Bosinioko, meaning that you return back home after farming or after being in a strange land. So, but wait until you want to return home. Why would you spend that amount of money at home where this is your home. Yes, when you are nearing retirement, there are a lot of schemes nowadays that there are already built houses that you buy, or that they, builders or constructors or contractors or whatever they call them, building contractors, they do that within. There's a lot of scheme. I see them online that when you are ready for it. So I feel this man's agenda, in all fairness, no disrespect to you, sir, if you're listening to this, but I feel this man's agenda is not very, very nice. I'm not very. I'm very happy with it for now. I'm reading another comment. Maybe the man have another family at home without the wife knowing. We might be nearing it. That sounds more like this. We are not judging. We are not concluding at the same time. But why would you? Sometimes, it's not necessarily that they have another family. It's our background. It's our orientation. It's the way we are brought up. From what I just said, when I was growing up, that's what I used to have here. Even when we got here, they will say to you, oh, do quick and come back home. There's nothing you do in a strange land that is yours. It's all farce. It's all fallacy. Whatever you do in a strange land makes your children not to come and suffer like you suffered. I'm reading, before taking this loan, what was the agreement? Maybe they need to revisit that, because if there was a disagreement from the start, then there are deep underlying issues. Thank you very much, my darling. Before taking out this loan, what was the agreement? Maybe they need to revisit that, because if there was a disagreement from the start, then there are deep underlying issues. Yes, but I think it was along the line, because if there's disagreement, they wouldn't agree to save. And when I was asking the woman, she said they agreed since last year to put that amount of money aside. Everyone was contributing, some money from there. They had if a joint account that they were putting money. The man was reluctant about it from the start, but she got him to do it, and they did put money there, and then they took loan. So now the agenda has changed. So I think, like you said, there are underlying issues. Another comment from Karen Apu, thank you, man. Two can't work together except they agree. Thank you. This one, they are working together already, so they are disagreeing. It's quite complicated, because I believe where we live most is home. Thank you. If he doesn't have a mission in Nigeria unknown to his wife, I see no reason why he will go and build a house in his home country. There's more to this. There is definitely more to it that meets the hair. And our men, it's difficult for them to agree. And the man was, because I had the opportunity to speak to him, the man would just not budge. And he's saying, yeah, he has his reasons with everything going on in the world now, unrest and everything. So he's trying to use all these things going on, the unrests, that's the reason why he's opting from the initial decision. So inferring from what he said now, I can actually conclude that they had a joint interest that they are saving, and I think they are building. So I think what was not clarified was where they are building. So over the time, I believe, it was something around them that they are both doing something. They needed to build house. So, and sometimes it could be our women that maybe what they agreed, in all fairness to them, and let's try and flip over on the other side. Maybe what they agreed in the first instance was they're going to build at home. Let's give that man the credit. And then, we women, because it's not about we women. We learn every day. There's no point in making mistakes that you've made before. So I'm sure maybe she got wiser, or she sought counsel, and she thought, why are we investing back home? And if you're listening to me, you don't have a roof here, please try and invest here before you invest home, because this is where you live. Most of us says we're going back home 10 years, we're here 20 years. And let me tell you something, when you have children, family life in UK or abroad in America or wherever, you're stuck until your children are grown. So I'm going home, I'm going home, I'm going home is what we keep saying, and we never go back home. We go back, but not soon. So why don't you make this place comfortable for yourself? Give your children proper life. Let them grow up well. I say to people, don't drag your children along. Raise them. There's difference between raising children and dragging them. Dragging them is you don't care. Whatever comes, you just, when it comes to decisions, I want to do little things. I sit to we disagree. This is what we want to do. This is next step, because every step I take will affect them positively or negatively. This is it. This is what your opinion about it. Let's talk about it. Some days we disagree. But when you drag them along, you just say, this is what we are doing. This is what we are doing. I'm just going to be. Think about the children's future. Why are you doing these things? And for this sake of this man that he said he's doing this, what if at the end of the day, what most of us do not understand is the fact that at the end of the day, the children we're doing these things for, if he goes to build a house back home, they may not follow you back home. Now that they're still young, they'll go with you on holiday. The moment they are grown, you're on your own. In line with the scripture Karen Approach used, I had in mind to use Ecclesiastes 4, 9 to 12, which I'm going to read for us in a minute. Ecclesiastes 4, verse 9 to 12. You see, it says two are better than one. When it comes to this, there's no gainsaying the fact that lack of unity will pull a family down. We're talking about family finance now. Yours may not literally be in this manner or form, but you have to have a joint purpose. The man, the home, I knew a man that was going to marry, and because the woman had another interest, he couldn't go because he said he knew how he felt the first time. See, you cannot afford to have two different agendas. That doesn't mean one can be lawyer, one can be the doctor. That's not what we are saying. But purpose, however you agree, you have to agree. You have to sit down, you have to argue it out and agree. So it says two are better than one because they have good return for their labor. That was what I was trying to say earlier on. You're going to have better reward for your labor, both of you. Both of you will be better rewarded. I'm going to read that comment. I've seen a comment come through, but let me quickly read this scripture. It says two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. This relates to the singles as well. Those of us that don't want to marry again, or those of us that are thinking, okay, it's not for me. Sometimes the essence of remarrying is far more than we're having sex. It has more to do. I know we're talking of companionship. We're talking about a lot of things, but it's deeper. When you fall, once somebody or you go sick or something happens, the other one will be there to take care of you when the children are grown up. So it's more companionship, but it's deeper as well. So the Bible here is talking about, it said, "He pity anyone who falls and has no one to help." We will not be in a situation that no one will help us in Jesus' name. And it says further, if two lie down, they will keep warm. Lovely jubbly. That's the warmth. When that's the sexual aspect and the warmth. You snug around each other. But how can one keep one alone? You use your duvet. What do you mean? I can tell Solomon this week, and I disagree on this one. That how can one keep one alone? Nowadays, you can keep warm. I have duvet, I have blanket on my bed. You will keep warm. You will be too warm that you need fan as well. So though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. That's true. If you're fighting or anything happened to you, easily one person can overpower me. We will not be overpowered in Jesus' name. But two, the other one will defend us, and will stand for ourselves. A cord of three strands is not equally broken. So the stronger the cord, the better for us. I'm reading another comment now. I don't know what. Okay. It's supposed to be showing the comments. So it's just basically saying, I don't know why the comment is not showing. Oh, come up. He doesn't like that comment. Right. So basically, what this is saying for us is, I don't know what are they. It says at the end of the day, that's Oluwatowo Ademola. It says, if he maxes builds, I'm not with and it will be better. Beg your pardon. So it's coming up now. So I think we should take, okay, now I'll read it. A house divided against itself cannot stand. If they can both work together, it will be better. It's sad how some men stroke women just change suddenly when reality sets in. This scenario, the woman involved needs to be careful as her husband irrational decision might have effect on her and the children. She needs to protect and secure herself and the children. Some men believe they can also leave anytime they want after setting up a family somewhere. To me, another one where they really want to live. Yeah, thank you so much, ma. But how do you mentioned something that's very, very important, and I want us to talk about how do we all agree the man is unreasonable here? Thank you, everyone. So you mentioned something, can I wrap it from this, that you said the woman, you said she needs to protect and secure herself and the children. How would she do this in this marriage? How would she do this in this marriage? I'll flash Oluwatowo's message. At the end of the day, he builds back home. Who lives there? They will only stay there maximum a month. Then what happens? The property will be empty. I'm not against building back home. I think their joint focus should be here. Thank you very much. So please drop your comment. What do we think at the end of the day? Because that brought something from what Karen said. And that's what most of the time, that's our advice is, or that's our advice, that, oh, the woman should protect herself. How would she protect herself and the children? Because remember, we said from the start, if they divide the home, because at the end of the day, what the man is saying is either they do it his own way, and you know where we come from, and not even where we come from, according to the scripture, the man is the head of the home. That's one of the things that, sometimes makes you, if you are not, you're like, ah! And you see him making errors of judgment or error in his judgment, and then you just want to scream out loud or do your thing. But because we are virtuous women, we have to pray. We have to just persevere. We have to just persevere and just keep praying. And this is a hard-earned money. So if she takes money out, she could insist. She's insisting she's not giving her own share of the money. She's not giving her consent. And that's why it's come to us. And if she, please drop your comment quickly so that we can go to the next segment. The next segment is for my singles. We're going to flip over in a minute. Let's say maximum another 5 minutes. It's easy to watch after when it's not longer than like an hour, 10 minutes max, everything. So can anybody just advise us briefly? What do we think? How can this woman? So what's your advice? We've all said the obvious, the fact that the man is unreasonable, the family home, there's something called family money. Is a decision that must be joint, and you have to take into consideration your future, your career. Like Kenny Oluwatowo said, if you build at home within a month, you build at home within a month, you are back here. What happens to the house? Even if you put it to rent, I've told people, take 50,000 pounds. I don't know how much that is for Nigeria, for example. Build a mansion there. What that money will fetch you in a year may just be your 2 months rent over here, or 3 months maximum. So it's still a loss. It's still a loss. I see people struggling renting here, and then they've got houses back home. It's not paying their rent here. So it's high time we start looking at, I know we've made all these mistakes before, so every one of us, including myself, have made error when it came to, or as regards financial judgments before, and that's why all these things are coming. We are using all our experiences to say, don't fall where we have falling. That's why we are using our life experiences. I've done businesses at the end of the day, house I was not able to build. millions of money was wasted because of stupid decisions like such things that, okay, we want to go and invest back home, and then anything can go wrong. Anything can go wrong. I would have suggested that if the woman has, Karen and anybody, please drop your comment. Everyone that suggested that she needs to do something, she needs to protect. How does she protect herself and her children? That's what I always hear. The woman has to be smart. She has to protect herself. How? The only way visible to me now is her insisting that she wants her own chunk of the money, and then both of them will fall apart. The marriage will break. And even if the marriage will not break, there's a crack already that if we're not careful, the man will use against her in future. So should she forfeit this money, allow him to go and do the investment, and just continue to pray as a praying wife that all will go well? And if all doesn't go well, there's some stupidity that we cannot afford again. I mentioned briefly the story of Nabal and Abigail. Is one of the worst story of a dumb man that would have just died like that, but the woman being very, very wise. So Karen, drop your comment because you said it, and people online and Instagram, does anybody wants to say anything? Because what we said is the woman has to be wise or smart and protect herself. How does she do this? I think there's a comment that's coming. Thank you, Karen Apuch. Bless you. The man being the head of the home, that the scripture says is making them accountable to be able to make right decisions. Since the man is not reasonable, the man should try and empower herself financially and save for the raining days. I will expect her to plan like he's not there. Gets her own share of the money. God will show her a way out. Wow. So what you're saying, and what seems logical, is that she shouldn't give her own share of the money. It's her savings. She has a right. It's her money. You see, things like this sounds easy, but there are things that disrupt a marriage. There are things that causes divorce. I'm sure if she takes this decision, the man, remember, we don't know the man's agenda. Maybe he has a wife somewhere, or he has one. Sometimes it's not even, sometimes some of them do not even have stupid agenda. Another agenda, as in ulterior motive of another wife somewhere. Some of them is just that they have not restored their brain back to factory setting. They're still to default mode. They are still where, the Bible says be transformed by the renewal of your mind. So we have to unlearn the rubbish that is in our brain and try and adapt to our realities of life now. The world is changing. So if this man goes, he's just thinking, most men like this, they will do this. After that, then they will make error and their eyes will be open. And then there's problem for the family. Money is lost. Children's career, the wife's career. Look at them, at their savings. So if she insists, if I want to round up on what you've said, Karen, if she insists on getting our own fair share of the money, this is difficult. And then she starts saving for herself. I'm sure if she saves, let's assume, like I said, they have 50, she gets 25. If she saves for like another year, she should be able to get herself something if the man doesn't frustrate her effort. So that's a very good one. She has to start saving. I like that. She has to look out, because once a man, and the Bible is clear about it, like the story of Nabal and Abigail that I said, once you realize that the man that you marry is not a man, no disrespect, it's not everybody that has the fear of God. It's not everybody that's so sound. Some people, I was speaking to somebody earlier on about error. Some people are just, God forbid, they make rubbish decisions. So when you realize that the person you are trusted your life with is not acting in good interest, I think that's the word. You must be as the head, you must act in the best interest for your family. I think that's just the word that nailed it. So this man is not acting in the best interest of the family. I think the woman has to prayerfully it's a difficult one. You see, when you go to counselors or people on the screen, people fear or they shy from saying the truth. And you just say she has to pray. If they're in the situation, they won't do that. Though. And you say she's a praying woman, put everything. So I'll put my 100,000 for him. He will embezzle you today. I'm a praying woman, put everything tomorrow. And they will tell me how. No, there's no wisdom in that. There's no wisdom in that. We saw the case of Abigail. So what she needs to do is pray so much, then start saving, realizing that this man doesn't mean well. But if I were her, I would just say something like, excuse me, for now, we are not doing any investment. I will take that stand. I won't release it. If you want to go, I don't trust what we are doing. Thank you very much. Oluwatowo is saying the same thing. The woman should go ahead and get a property here. I will say to you, I don't trust what you're saying. I'll go through counseling with him. I'll get some other person involved to explain to him that what you are doing is going to cause us issues. It's not reasonable. And if you will not be reasonable, I will politely say to you, okay, since you have your money, you can do what you want to without my consent. And if a woman withdraws a consent from a man, the Bible says, either finding a wife, find a favor. A woman is the favor of a man. If you withdraw your consent, it's more or less doomed. You find out that the man will come back, God forbid, crying. But I will say, I'm not giving you my consent or my support. You can do whatever you want to do. As for my own share of money, I will take it from that account and I'll put it in another account. And like Oluwatowo and Karen said, I will save for myself and make sure I get something reasonable. Oh, thank you, Pastor Dixon. Said, God is real, so is the devil. Thank you, sir. Very real. Hence, I suggest both should quickly seek God's face for direction and guidance, divine inquiry, and final decision. Thank you. So, okay, that's a good one. Divine. Can you shed light on that? Divine, as in they should go before the Lord. You see, there are some things that are common sense. To be honest with you, sir, no disrespect, I totally agree with what you said. I love it so much. I love what you've said so much, that they should seek God's face for direction. Okay, because when it gets to situation like this, in all fairness, because you see, when we use all this direction, guidance, is for people like this, they're not going to follow what we're saying. So I like breaking it down. When you say seek God's face for direction, a man is saying, I don't even want to hear. It's just the case of Abigail and Nabal, and you are saying both of them. It's not even agreeing. It's somebody that is agreeing that will seek God's face. So when we're in this situation, sometimes we need to use drastic measures, because all these seek God's face, you will even go and tell one pastor that you should go and speak to one pastor, and the pastor will tell you Nigeria is your option. And when you don't have discerning spirits, not everybody does that in that level of six. That's why it's good for you to know God and know how God speaks to you. But in all fairness, there are some things that God will not do for us. This is a clear sense of misplacement of priority. There's something that does not to be. Me on this platform, I like what you've said, sir. In all things, God is real. Devil is trying to divide them, no doubt about that. Devil is coming to the home, so they should know where there's division. The devil has already reared his head. I'm reading a comment from Instagram. Rufy Joe, thank you, sir. I think they both need to communicate well. The man might want to retire home soon. Wisdom is needed. I pray this would not affect their marriage. Thank you very much. You see, it came from, that's a man point of view. But as men, if he wants to, then he will say, and there will be things. So that's another topic for another, that could be so huge. If the man wants to return home very soon, true, then they have to go home. And even that there has to be a decision. They have to unite. The decision has to be a united one. It can't just wake up and say this is what he's doing. As far as I'm concerned, like I said, I don't know about that. They didn't mention anything. It's an investment they wanted to. There's no, from what he said, there's no retirement. They're still young. There's no retirement in the woman would have said it that he wants to go and retire home. I don't want, and the man would have mentioned, he didn't mention that, but maybe, some men, they don't speak everything out. Maybe that's what is in his mind. But the most important thing, if I round up on what Pastor Dixon has said and what Rufy Joe has said, and what every one of us has said, is the woman should take care of herself. The woman should know that there's something wrong with the husband's decision making. He doesn't have good sense of judgment and is not acting in the best interest of the family. He's not acting in best interest of the family. Money once lost can never be regained. So seeking the face of God is very, very good. They should pray. They should ask for God's counsel. But sometimes God's counsel is easy to know. It is easy to know. Sometimes we tarry at the place of prayer for what we know. We know we are just looking for what is not there, for God to steal from everyone and say, no, go and build a home in Nigeria. Stay here. Where you hide your home. If they are, like Rufy Joe said, if the joint if the man wants to move, they have to agree and they have to move. And then that thing is another issue that's dividing the family. If you are the head of the home, the head directs, the head doesn't pull. If you pull, your whole body will yank off. You cannot pull your family. So if it's in the plan or agenda, they should know. You can't just save money and wake up today and say, everybody, I've had enough. I'm going. No. Your wife has a life. Your children has a life. There's a joint destiny of a family. So one person cannot mess it up. Such decision, they have to prayerfully agree. What are we doing? What is our plan? And if God speaks to them that, okay, go back home jointly, that the wife will get a confirmation, then she will be in the wrong if she does not release her share of the money. But if what we are saying is secure our life, secure our children, get everything okay here, and they refuse to, then it will be a difficult one, and they suddenly decide to go home and the man is doing his own thing. So by and large, please, let's be united. Karen Apple said, except the Lord builds a house, that those that build labor in vain. The first prayer is that God is God in this marriage. God is in the marriage. God is everywhere. Or I'll say on behalf of, I'm answering on their behalf, is God is everywhere. God is omnipotent. He's in the marriage. They are the ones that should allow God to reign in that marriage. I'm helping you to rephrase that summation, that the first prayer, God is there. They should allow God to lead them, because they've already caused confusion. God instituted marriage, and marriage is a unity of a man and a woman. So one is doing one and the other one is doing another thing, then we are silencing God. We are allowing ourselves to rule. But when we take things to the place of prayer, then God will direct us. When we have unity of purpose, if the unity of purpose is we're saving and we are building a home in UK, that is where God is. God is united. Where the Spirit of God is, there's liberty. God is not confusion. God, God is not man. He doesn't change his word. God is not, I can go on and on and on and on. God is, God is love, is unity. Whatever we agree. That's why the purpose when we marry, it's so divine. One, two agree on a thing is bound in heaven. The Bible says it. So once they agree that we want to build house in UK, except the Lord has another agenda, which he will reveal to both of them. So this man is just scattering things because he's following his own agenda. So God is there, but the man is not yielding to God as the head. As the head, you have to look unto God. Just as Jesus is looking unto the Father, the head of the home looks unto God, the wife looks unto the husband, and the children looks unto both of them. But in a situation whereby one of them is just doing his own thing, then there's going to be a lot of confusion. There's going to be a lot of strife. There's going to be a lot of instability. And it's going to affect the children. It's going to affect the career. You find out that both of them might not be able to do anything financially tangible. And remember, there are in-laws that will get involved. There are friends that will get involved. And like what Rufy Joe said, if we are not careful, this could be the end of this marriage. So I'll round up with what Pastor Dixon said. Let both of them go back to the place of prayer. Invite God back where they are falling. That is, if the man is willing to adhere. And if the woman is not too adamant, she is very free and she wanted counsel. That's why she brought it to us. The man is too, amen. This is what I want to do. And he doesn't have any reason why he wants to go home. So I pray God will guide them. With all that we have said, it's down to them to make the right choice. We have said what we can do as God's oracle and as God has blessed us. So thank you, everyone. Before you go, I'll say just stay tuned. And just listen to this short break, and then we go over to our singles. Just hold on 1 second. Thank you, everyone. Hold on. Hello, friends. You're welcome to the Wise Builders and My Godly Spouse online weekly platform. My name is Reverend Dolapo Agoradeni. I'm a pastor, I'm a lawyer, and I'm a relationship coach. Is there anything bothering you? Life comes with some challenges sometimes. If you want to rub minds or you want confidential advice, are you single? Do you want to marry? Do you want me to vet your relationship for you? Don't fall a victim. Where children of God are, the children of the other side are as well. So if you want to do things right, or you've made a mistake and you want counseling, sometimes quitting is not the best way forward. You need to fight it out in a very godly way. You need a godly counsel. So speak to me after the show. My numbers are on the platform and how you contact me. Thank you very much. Looking forward to see you. Sit back, enjoy this show. It comes weekly on Wednesdays, and I trust you will not regret your time. God bless you all. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much, everyone. You're welcome back. You're welcome back. You're welcome back. We're still going on. And that's us today. God bless you. Now, we're on to my godly spouse. This is for my singles. I have a lot of singles in the house, and then I want them to I want to highlight them. I want to spotlight on them. So if you know, if you have any comments, please drop your comments. Feel free to ring in if you have any singles, and let's talk about them. But today I want to just briefly, before I start reading out the names of my singles, what do we look out for, and how do we know that is the right person to marry? That's for on the table for our singles today, just as a kind of intro before the next 5 minutes. I'll start reading out their names. So if you know any singles, please inbox them to join us. That's the way we'll be running the platform now. The first and very low power. Anyway, for somebody, how is this for right now? Because some of us that are still there, how do we know? How do you know? Your advice for the singles. Like, we're doing this together. So how do you know that she's the right person for you? How do you know? Or he's the right person? Like this man, obviously there are some things. Somebody said, let me give the intro. Somebody said, you feel some kind of peace. For those of us, daddies and mommy that are online, you know, how do you know? How did you, what make you say, what make you say yes? What did you see in him? Please, let's be snappy. I want to read out my singles. Once I start reading out, I have about almost 20, I won't say the names, but profiles. So how do you know that your husband and your wife that you married today, some of us have been married for a very long time, how do we know that this is the right person? What gave you that peace of mind? Is it the purpose? You know, Amos says, Amos 4:4, two do not work together except they agree. Is it 4:4 or 3:3? Either of the two. Two do not work together except they agree. So I know agreement in purpose, agreement of decision, agreement in a lot of things. That's what is otherwise called compatibility. But I found that compatibility alone does not do it. You could be very compatible, and like you see, we just saw a scenario earlier on, and one is unreasonable. You may be compatible and one is not ready. A couple, the woman was ready, and just most of the time, sometimes the woman is ready and ready to go, and the men will be slacking. Thank you very much. I know it's either 3:3 or 4:4, Amos 3:3. Thank you. Two do not, thank you, Mommy Falashade Ogudeji. Yeah. So two do not work together except they agree. So why would we want to? Why would we, at what stage or point of our life or relationship? Please, those of you that are married, they've gone quiet now because they don't want us to know they are married and they are singles. How did you know your spouse was the right person for you? Our singles wants to know. Please come live. Let us see your face. Let's see your face. Where are they? There's this saying where I come from. They will say, where are they? Let us see your face. Let us see your face. Apologies for those that don't understand. I just wanted to make a comic out of the whole thing. So it means where are they? Let's see your face. So all our married in the house. How do you know? For me, I've been married. So if anybody is not saying, I was married before, I'm no longer married, or I'm still. Anyways, we're not talking about me tonight. The most important thing is I'm single now. I'm a widow. I'm single. But when I was married, I knew it was him because I'd been praying for somebody that has the heart of God. I've been praying for someone that's a friend. For me, it has to be a friend, a good friend, before I go to say I do. For me, I saw someone hardworking, someone focused, someone family-oriented, someone that could walk the walk of life with me, someone that could serve God. There are some things that you see. To every one of us, it differs. But generally, I think for anyone, if you are divided, or if the person is not focused, there's danger. There is danger. How to know that is the right person or she's the right person for you is the person must be serious. The person must be hardworking. He or she, now, that's why I said the person must be focused. Don't marry a layabout. Don't marry a layabout. It's going to be, he or she is going to be a burden. The person has to be focused. The person has to know what they're doing, and they must respect you. They must respect you. They must be ambitious. I'm not speaking grammar. And then they must give you peace of mind. What I found out that people are marrying out of what's it called? People are marrying nowadays out of pity. I'd seen a marriage like that eventually crashed. I'd seen it. And it was one of the things I've regretted in my life. It was one of the weddings I've conducted in my life that I regretted. And I said, I will never in such. So once I'm counseling you, I see reasons that one of you is reluctant. There's nothing that person will do. I will not join that wedding. Go somewhere. Let them join you so that if it breaks, it will not. It's one wedding because I saw it and I was saying to everybody that this woman is not happy. She confided in me. I even told her, I'll abduct you. Go and run away. They will just not see you on wedding day. But at the end of the day, her family and herself, and they came back, they said to me that, oh, nothing like that. She was just being sentimental. She was just emotional, blah, blah, blah. But I had my concern. I just had my concern. The marriage didn't last 2 years or maybe 3 years. I think it didn't last 3. There's nothing we didn't do. He was into the marriage. The woman will leave, the man will leave. It was just too much of, I said this, that I saw this coming. So as a minister of God, I learned my lesson. Once I see that one of you is dragging, to be honest with you, I'll just give you another year to watch. I will not join such wedding. Even if Pope John Paul is telling me to do, I won't do that. So for me, there has to be that peace of mind. You have to comb all areas. If one area is still outstanding, don't go ahead. Listen, marriage is to be, I keep saying it in this platform, it's better you're single than married and divorced. And especially for some of us that made mistake before. It's better they call you single for 5 years, it won't be your portion, 2 years, 1 year, 6 years, than you rushing. Don't marry because anybody wants you to marry. So that's one of the things you have to understand and you have to know. Once you still sit that back, I remember there was another time I was in uni then, and a friend of mine used to cry. I'll just wake up in the mid, and the man was all over her. The man was taking care of her. Sometimes when the man or the woman is all over you too much, sometimes take a break to debrief and reflect. Sometimes when they are too much all over, you're too much all over yourself, it beclouds you. It clouds your judgment. You don't have time to breathe, to think. Take a back state sometime. It's okay to tell the person, I want a day or two to reflect. Take a day or two to reflect. Pray to God again. Pray. Comb every area. Physically, is it okay? Spiritually, is it okay? Financially or materially, okay? It doesn't have to be rich. Is he focused? Is he industrious? Is he someone that has foresight? Is this somebody that you know is dependable? Is this somebody that is reliable? Those are things, he or she. It doesn't have to be she. Both, so those are things that you have to think. And at the end of the day, like I was explaining to you about this lady that we were in the uni together. Please, Instagram people, if this goes up, please join us on Facebook. I'm Dolakwa Agruadeni, because Instagram is going to go off, and then I have to start reading the list of my singles in a minute. So as I go into that, please let us know that you have to have the peace of mind peace over him. This lady will cry, she will cry, and I'll wake up and I'll see her crying. And I used to say, why are you crying? And I found out that the guy was giving her a headache, he was giving her agros, and at the end of the day, I'm happy she dumped him at the last stage, and she's happily married now, because the man was a womanizer. So if there's any area of his life that gives you concern, pray and take a sit back and think, because once you go in, you can't go out. So it's better to tarry. Don't let anybody put you under rush. They are the ones that say that will say, oh, she's out of the marriage, he's out of the marriage now. So don't let anybody give you under rush, put you under any rush or anything. Take your time, and then God will bless you. So my singles list now, So for today, I have a woman. I'll try and type them, but it's getting too long, so I doubt if I can be typing them. So I have a woman that she's 57 years old, mother of 2 grown-up. 57 years old woman, mother of 2 grown-ups in UK. She's a support worker. Her faith is the center of her life. She likes traveling and cooking. She's down to earth and easy going person. So we have this 57-year-old. She doesn't mind a man from anywhere. Initially, she didn't want anyone from Nigeria, but now she's okay with anywhere, as long as, listen, on this platform, I will vet you. You will pay my fees. Listen, it's the first area that you are not eligible here is you don't have work, you can't pay. If you cannot pay my fees, registration fee, then you cannot afford a woman. Then you are looking for soft landing. You are looking for someone that will use. Even the woman, if they hear you are not willing to pay registration, they are not ready to marry you, because they don't want somebody that will just be a layabout. It doesn't matter. You may not have money, you may not be rich, but we want to see that you labor for what you wanted, not cheapness again. So that is that. The second one is she's a 55 years old divorcee with 3 children. Her last born is 20 years. This is another she. If I want to use the Jamaican slang, another she is 55 years, divorcee, mother of 3 children. Her last born is 20 years. She needs a child of God, an evangelist or brother that is zealous for God, a UK citizen. She's specific. So don't come if you're outside UK. Matured man and love neatness. She prefers the man that has grown-up children. So what she wants is, she wants a man that they will enjoy life together and that they will serve God. QED. This one, at the third she, a woman, she's 54 years old. So another 54 years old woman. She's a pastor in a church in UK. She lives with her son. She's only got 1 son. And she's originally from Edo State in Nigeria. She resides in UK. She doesn't mind the man from anywhere in the world. She doesn't mind. She's willing, but you must not be a gold digger. I will know and I will vet. They've run away from my platform. One contacted me last week after I posted everything. This guy was 20-something years old and said, I got really angry and said, can you tell me about that woman? I said, which of the woman? And oh, there's a comment. I'll read it out now in a minute. I said, which of the woman? And she went, the 50-something-year-old. So I knew from the face. I said, so how old are you? We're talking on Messenger. He said, I'm 26 or 27. I said, are you a gold digger? Why would you want to marry somebody like your mother? Can you imagine? I said, can you just cram off my page? Absolute rubbish. We're not here for time wasters. These are serious minded, because people, maybe they're widow or widowers or divorcees, or something has happened to them in life. Do you now use that as an occasion to mess about? Instagram, see you on Dolakwa Gradeni on Facebook. God bless you. Love you all. Thank you so much, everyone there. Join us. Thank you. Bye-bye. So for Facebook, let's continue. So we need that. If you are not serious, don't come here. This is for Christian ladies that they are coming to me because they want somebody. And my name is, that's why you're paying, because I used to do it free, like I said, up to last year. But I don't have the time. I have people working for me. And I cannot, because you want to marry. I will now use my resources I've set up a website. I will now use my resources to be paying for you, and you will be marrying woman and husband. No, it doesn't work like that. You have to pay. I'm going to read, okay. That was, thank you, mommy. Yeah, sorry, bless you. She said, that was my question. How did I know my husband is the right one? By taking my time to get to know him, by praying with him together, by communicating a lot and checking his character and attitude. Did you hear that? By knowing also what I want and what I do not want. Thank you. Mutual respect and true love and understanding. We have happily married over 24 years. If you see them now, you see she's white and he's black. So if the Lord bless your relationship, so get your priorities, know what you want and what you do not want. Most of us know what we want, but we hide what we don't want because we want to marry. Respect. If any man or woman disrespect you, walk out. If he disrespect you, whilst he's cutting you, he will beat you in your marriage. You know, mutual respect, true love, and understanding. Thank you very much. How much is the registration fee? Thank you very much. I charge £100. The reason why I charge £100 is I pay for somebody, and it's a one-off. As many times I get you somebody, but I don't want to encourage you. It's a one-off thing. If your relationship doesn't work, because I introduce somebody to you, you won't say, Pastor D introduced Fumi to me, and Fumi is misbehaving. No, get back to me. But don't because of that, because they are, you see, I know people that within 2 days I match make them, and I know people have still on their case 3 months, 6 months, I've not match make them. It's not a jungle justice. I will try and match you by your age, by your discipline, what you want, your requirements. And if it doesn't work, I give you time. Go and try. Don't try yourself sex, as in go and court, dates. And if you try yourself sex, that's your own business. But don't do it. Marriage is honorable without sex. This is a Christian platform. But I know people do their own thing behind me. That's their own problem. May I'll guide you right. But what I'm trying to say, after that, after you come back and it's not working, I will find you somebody else. I'll try to find out, counsel you. So it's a long process until you're married. It is a long process. It's time wrecking. It's taking my time. It's taking my energy. I get people that do the vetting and stuff for me. So I think I've answered your question. So thank you very much. So now let's go on to our list. So I have a man, a 57 years old man. Please, age disparity. The man can be 50, the woman 45, or the woman 45, the man 40. It's still okay. But a 26-year-old telling me he wants to marry a 57-year-old man. You see, those children, if I catch that boy, I know him. I'm very soon going to block him off my YouTube. So I've told all of them, gold diggers, don't come here. So an Ondo man, a 57-year-old man, is a father of 3 boys in UK. The children are 27, 21, and 16. He requires an Ondo lady. If you know Ondo woman, just below 50, between 45, around 45, 47, because he still want a child, please let us know. So there's a 57-year-old Ondo man. Now we have, as we move on, a 57-year-old mother of 1. She's in USA. I have a woman in USA. She's 57. She doesn't mind a man from anywhere. She's a divorcee. She has one child. She doesn't mind a man from anywhere. So if you know any man, these are Christian. You see, the reason why they come here, and like I said to people, is life, things have advanced. We are no longer in that age. You're on internet, you're looking at me now. You are not advertising, you're strategically positioning yourself. We have a lot of people. Your bone can be in America and you are here. Let us help you to find your bone. And then the Lord will place you, you'll be happy together. You see, it doesn't matter where you meet anybody, whether you meet them in the bus stop or where you meet them in the church. The most important thing is get to know them, court them. Once you know this is the right way and God gives you to go ahead, marry, and the Lord will bless you. So I have another 35-year-old. So I have a 35-year-old lady. She's the mother of twins. The children are here. She resides in UK. So a 35-years-old lady and mother of twins. The children are below 10. She resides in UK. She needs a man to marry. She's a divorcee. She entered into a wrong marriage. She's a divorcee. She needs a man to marry. Very nice woman. I have a lady in Nigeria. She's 37 years old trader and a single mother of a child. She originates from Ijebu, Jesha. You know, she only has one child and the child is 5 years old and she's from, Ijebu, Jesha. She's from Osun State. So her profession is trading. So I have this 37-year-old lady in Nigeria. If you know anybody in Nigeria, she doesn't mind any man anywhere, but he has to be a child of God and that will take care of her. These are people that are falling victim, and by the grace of God, the Lord is helping them to stabilize. So we have to ensure that they are not making mistakes again. So I have a 56-year-old singer. This one has never married before. She's never been engaged. I don't know what they mean. She's never been engaged. She's looking for, anyway, let's just say 56 years old is the people that are sending it to me. Like I said, I'm not working on all this profile. They're sending it to me and I just collated them last minute before I came on set. So a 56-year-old singer, she's never dated before and she's not engaged with anyone. She needs a responsible man. And I have a 50-year-old woman. The 56-year-old singer is here, is in UK. I have a 50-year-old lady in Nigeria, professional, Christian to the core. She's never been married. She doesn't have a child. She needs she's a professional, high professional, good time, good job and everything. And she wants a reliable, God-fearing. But most people that want her for her money. So she wants somebody that doesn't know anything about her background, that will love her for who she is, and they can build a home. She's 50 years old, never been married, no child. She works in Nigeria. So we have a 43 years old medical doctor. She's never married as well. She's in UK and looking for a good guy. So I have a 43-year-old medical doctor, single, no children, looking for a good guy. Guys, where are you? Help me to bring them all in. We have to marry you by fire, by force. Stop wasting away. There are good women, there are good men outside. Let's match you together. Marry. I was doing this for fun, but I know it was a ministry, but it's getting out of my hands. I had to do it professionally, get other people to help me so that I can meet the demands. So there's this 28 years old single man as well. He's studying in UK. He's doing his master's. He requires a God-fearing lady who's kind-hearted, intelligent, and thoughtful. He just came to UK doing his master's. He doesn't need the person for papers. He was going to get engaged in Nigeria, but he realized that coming to UK to study, he might be stuck here for a while. So he didn't have any relationship in Nigeria. So he's here now and he needs direction. He's serving God. He's just new, less than a year in the country, and he's a friend that referred him. He needs a God-fearing lady, kind-hearted, intelligent, and thoughtful. So if you are the candidate, I wish my glasses is not on so I can wink. You got yourself somebody nice. They said he cares and treats family and friends with respect, lover of God, blah, blah, blah. He's from Osun State, you know. He studied English, so I'll leave it. I'll leave the rest. And it's 5 inches and 8 feet. 6 feet. How can they say 5 inches, 8 feet? See, when they write these profiles. Anyways, I think it's 5.8. That's what we see. 5 feet 8 inches. The 5 inches 8 feet indeed. So another one we're looking at is a good-looking single young guy, age 29. We have all these young guys. I have another 29-year-old young guy, good-looking, God-fearing, resourceful, understanding, intelligent. All this accolade is the first child of 4 children. He's from Ondo State in Nigeria. He has a first degree and is 5.9. Yeah. So I think it's 5 feet 9 inches tall. Right. And he resides in UK. These are guys. The 28-year-old guy is in UK. The 29 years old is in UK. So we have another 43 years old medical doctor looking for. It looks like we have to get them out of medicine now, so that they will have time to mingle. This waking up, going to GP surgery and hospital and coming back. The only people they will be seeing are patients and sick people. So it's good they are crying out to look for proper people outside medical, outside hospital. So a 43-year-old doctor, a good guy looking for a husband, a wife. So there's another 58 years old woman in America, USA, and she lives in Houston, and she's from Ekiti State. She needs a husband, please. And then in UK, we have a 42 years old support worker. She's a widow with 2 kids. I know her very well. Very good woman, 42 years old, support worker, widow with 2 kids. She lives in UK, and she needs husband to marry. And then we have this young man, age 30. We have a 30-year-old young man. Is an inspirational speaker and life coach. Okay, he's in Nigeria. He's a good salesman. He has good personality and character. He said he is easygoing, peaceful, and friendly. He needs a wife. He doesn't mind even if it's in Nigeria. It has to be somebody good. So I have this one 30-year-old again, singer, and is single and dental therapist. He's in Osun State, Nigeria. He's a man. He does a single guy. When I mean single, when he's divorcee, I say divorcee. So singles, never been married, a dental therapist. So if you have reliable people in Nigeria, call them. These are young boys, professional, He doesn't mind. He doesn't mind anywhere. It doesn't have to be UK. He said he does. You see, when I see people that say, I don't mind anywhere, you're opening your choices. The men that are saying, I know some men that they've asked me, and they've been out there, that I see them 3 years. I've tried to marry them. When I say, bros, I find somebody in Nigeria, I say, pastor, help me to look for somebody, especially when I have 1 or 2 pastors. And they say, hey, don't worry, and help me to find some. You come on, you are looking for soft landing. There are a lot of pretty girls, and we are seeing them, widows, singles, to give you in Nigeria. You are saying it's only London you want. Let the ones in London marry ourselves. You in Nigeria, marry yourself. I'm not saying that, I'm only joking, but I'm saying let's find love wherever we can find love. Not specific. When you are telling God it has to be UK, it has to be America, then your motive is kind of questionable. So I like guys like this young guy, dental therapist, say, pastor, I don't care anywhere. I want God's purpose to be fulfilled. That's it for me. So then there's this guy, he's a Cameroonian. He's 44 years old. He's a single father of 1. He's a Christian. I got a referral from his pastor. And he lives in South Yorkshire here. He's a Cameroonian. He's a single father of 1 and a very, very good Christian. He's into a lot of things. I don't want to mention his profession. He's into a lot of things. I met with him recently, and it's very nice with his pastor. And I said, I gave him some work to do for me. And I said to him, I told the pastor, don't worry, I will ensure that I help him to look for somebody. And then we have this 36-year-old God-fearing lady, kind-hearted, intelligent. She's a graduate. She's a professional. She's 5.9 inches. She's in Nigeria. She doesn't mind. But this one, she's a worker in church, a devout worker. So you have to know what you're doing. She comes from a very good family. She's 36-year-old, single, no children, never been married, but she needs a God-fearing, disciplined young man to marry. Then I have this 32-year-old guy. Some people, when they write their profile, 32-year-old guy don't really look my age, though. Some people can be vague. Don't really look my age, though. Intelligent and God-fearing, loving with a lot of love to give. Come on, let's leave all this story. The most important thing is we have 32-year-old young man from Ekiti State as well, and studied business management, and he's tall and averagely built, and he's looking for a godly wife to marry. Then there's this guy that says, I want you to link me up with a single lady in UK for us for a serious relationship. I'm single, father of 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls. So he's a 45 years old man, and he's in Lagos. We have to question the reason why you want UK women. Whether we should just say it's 45-year-old man, but let's leave it. We'll see people that are willing and ready to go and get people from abroad. I'm only joking. So we have a 45 years old father of 4, 2 boys and 2 girls that needs a wife to marry. And for your information, I don't take money from people until I match you. When you count all these people that are calling me, I've not taken money from them. I won't take your money because I don't want you to call me when I'm not ready for you. When I take your money, you start giving me. No, I don't owe you. The time I will speak to you, I'll take your preferences. I will make you. I will send you contacts of. I don't send contact because I don't want you to disturb. So I will speak to you. That's how I do my matchmaking. I'll speak to let's assume A has contacted me and there's B on the other side. I'll come back to you that A, there's B that matches what you want. And then if she hears about his profile, she's interested. She say, okay, Pastor, I think I like his profile. Ask more about it. Then I'll go to B to say, there's A on the other side that has similar profile. He will ask me questions. I'll go to and fro. When they like the profile and they've answered all their questions, sometimes that takes a week. It's a lot of work we do. We don't do, you see, I have people going, all of these people, they've tried dating sites. They take your monthly subscription. You'll be looking at some dummies, some gigolos, some people, and they will take advantage. They've duped a lot of people. I tell people, you're free. Go there. They keep coming back because what they are looking for is not there. Most of the people they see there, some are not real, So, but I don't take people's money. I won't take your money because I have my conscience. I won't take your money. So once I've done that, and then once both of you are satisfied, they exchange pictures. And you see the picture, oh, I like him, I don't like him. Sometimes after doing all the hard work, he goes, oh, Pastor, I don't like her. I have to start it. Or he goes to see a Celestial Church of God. I want Pentecost. I'm like, didn't you know it's Celestial Church of God? Then we'll start all over. So when you are ready, I call it exchange of contracts. I see where, it's a building project. When we are ready to exchange contracts, that is when you pay my money. If you don't pay my money, I won't give you. I see people have done work and then last minute they think they can scam me. Hey, Pastor, wanted me, give me a number, let us still be chatting. I said, go and chat with her in your dream. I've been working on your case 1 month. I've done everything. Then you say, let me talk to her first now. After I talk to her, then I'll come and pick you on money. I say, you're a scammer. My women are not willing to go with scammer because you want to defraud me. Then what you have done to me is what you are going to do to my client. So when you are not paying, when you are not serious, when you want to scam me, then you scam my client. That's how they go all over because they want cheap and soft landing. So it's at that point I will get you pay into the account, or if you use PayPal, I have it. It's a registered company. Go and check it online. I have a registered account on it. You pay. If you can't pay, one of the things say, this coronavirus, after I've done everything, this coronavirus, I can't go to bank. I say, you don't have online banking. I have PayPal. The stories change. The pastor will call you and say, okay, when you are ready, go around and come back. So that's what we are trying to do. So it's matchmaking going on. So, but I don't take money. I will take money, but I don't take money until we are ready to exchange contract. And then, like I said to you, I'll introduce both of you to yourself over the phone, and then I'll be off it. I'll cancel you for like 5 minutes, and then I'll be off it. If it doesn't work, I'm at the backstage at any time to call me in to counsel you, to talk you through issues. And if at the end of the day you just find out a month or two, Pastor, you know what? this guy is, I found out a lot of things. I'm the one that will tell you, run for your life. And I call him Mr. Joe Block. My client says no, and it's a no. And then the search continues until you find you somebody. So that's the way it works, just to let some of you know. So, and I have this 52 years old man. Now I have 3 more lists and we're done. So I have this, So I have this 45 years old logistic expert in Ullage at International Airport. He's the father of 4 children, 2 girls, and he said he attends Celestial Church of God. His marriage clashed 3 years ago when he caught his wife cheating with another man. So you see, I know Pentecostal, we only want to stick with Pentecostal, but I know some Pentecostal are really worse. I'm telling you, they are Penterasta. I'm here, I see things happen in church. So I don't judge anybody by religion. I don't judge. The only thing for me, I can't be unequally yoked, but meet people for who they are first, get to know them, and then you take things from how it goes from. Reverend, you are still there. Thank you, Pastor Ajayi. Thank you, sir. Bless you. You're still there. So now, amen. So now I have this 52 years old man again. This one originates from Osun State. Is based in Lagos State, and is a part-time lecturer. He's a part-time lecturer, 52-year-old man, and he wants a wife to marry. So, and I have this young lady, and that will be the last person for tonight. She's a 34 years old. I know her. She's in UK. I know her. I can be a reference. I won't stand for anybody, because I know when it comes to marriage, you never know. So I have this good-looking single lady, 34 years old. She's God lover, resourceful. She's chubby and very accommodating. She's from Ondo State. And okay, there are 2 actually. There are 2. This one, 34 years old. She's chubby, like I said, very accommodating. She's from Ondo State, Nigeria. She's a graduate, and she's 5.6, and she's looking for husband. And another 36 years old lady from Ondo State, UK resident, professional, working, never married, single, and they want husband. So here we go. That's my list. I'm not sure if I'll be able to write out all the lists. What I'll just do is do a pointer to the video and say they should watch for the end of Let's Get Out about focus. But what to bring their name on, right? I just use one of my email. My email and my contact number is on the screen. It's pastordolly@yahoo.co.uk. 077-919-14997. Text me. Send me WhatsApp message. It's the same WhatsApp message. And go on Messenger. All these people message me through the back office. I will not discuss you on this platform. If there's anything I do, is confidentiality. Nobody knows you. The man that wants to marry you will not know you until you are ready to review yourself. Because I have high-profile clients. I have pastors, have doctors, you can see, have lawyers, have professionals The reason why they are not going about is because we have to hide. Because people are single doesn't mean we have to rubbish them. Being single is not a crime. It's a status that changed or that's not happened. So because of that, don't think because people are single, and if you know any single that's out there, bring them in. Let's get them married. This is my godly spouse. So I thank you all for everything. Okay. Pastor Dixon said, with all modesty and sincerity, I hereby enjoin all viewers to invite friends to keep appointment with this wonderful program. Oh, thank you, Sir Weekly. I personally think is worth the salt. Now, thank you, sir. God bless you. Amen. So we really appreciate that. So before you go away, just listen to this advert, and then I'll see you next week. I remain Dolakwa Guradeni. I appreciate you all. I thank you. The Lord keep you home. The Lord make his face to shine upon you all. Until next week, Wednesday, same time. Please help me to share this with singles on your FaceTime or wherever. Let people be blessed. The Lord bless you as you bless me as well. God bless you all. We've been running for 3 years, and the Lord remains faithful. By the grace of the Lord, of God, the Lord continue to shield you and your home. Your home that you are married will not break. For those that are single, the Lord will give you the kind of joy that you want. There will be answer to your prayers in Jesus' name. Have a wonderful night. God bless you. Hello, friends. You're welcome to the Wise Builders and My Godly Spouse online weekly platform. My name is Reverend Dolapo Agoradeni. I'm a pastor, I'm a lawyer, and I'm a relationship coach. Is there anything bothering you? Life comes with some challenges sometimes. If you want to rub minds or you want confidential advice, are you single? Do you want to marry? Do you want me to vet your relationship for you? Don't fall a victim. You know, where children of God are, the children of the other side are as well. So, if you know you want to do things right, or you've made a mistake and you want counseling, sometimes quitting is not the best way forward. You need to fight it out in a very godly way. You need a godly counsel. So speak to me after the show. My numbers are on the platform, and how you contact me. Thank you very much. Looking forward to see you. Sit back. Enjoy this show. It comes weekly on Wednesdays, and I trust you will not regret your time. God bless you all. Thank you.